Hello, my beloved family. Michael, humble seeker of truth. For Rapture Watch of Habakkuk. While our Father just keeps getting more exacting, and if you saw the last video, you know that, and that for him to do it again would really be something. Well, he has, and it's really cool. I think you're going to be blessed, especially if you've been here since Day of Declaration 4941021. So, this is the chart I think that we closed with last video. Let's see what we can do here. Lighting crew. And we saw that Rise Up, My Fair One, My Love, and Come Away is English Gematria 2346 from the Earth ringing like a bell, 2346 days to 4/13/25. And yeah, that's Passover on their calendar. One of the high watch days we're looking at. I don't know the day and hour. We could go any minute, any day. And on any of the days highlighted, which 4:15 we're going to look at the most, but that could be when we come back. I don't know. Maybe we go after that. Or just I'm sharing with you what Father leads me to. Excuse me. So I just noticed, because I accidentally started reading in chapter 1 of Habakkuk, that it starts with the burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see. I thought, oh, that might be an interesting place to look at the Gematria. And so I did, and it happens that it is also 2346. Earth rang like a bell, 2346 days to Passover on their calendar. And this is from last video too, 2346 days, 3,378,240 minutes, which is 378 in 3240. And yeah, okay. I didn't plan on including that, but it's included. I guess, so I'm rethinking the order to put this on here, and I just shouldn't do that. So I'm going to give you it in the order that he gave it to me. So yesterday, I think, or the day before, I was inspired to look at two things. So the blood moon tetrad on feast days of 2014 and 15 is what got me really digging into the Lord's return. That and it was Passover Tabernacles, and so that really sparked my interest, and here we are. So I was inspired to go look back at that very first blood moon of that tetrad in 2014. And we're going to look at that in a minute. And then also I was looking at the day count from when I started my channel. And it's amazing how he does this stuff, because if he hadn't led me to that, when I looked into Habakkuk, the number wouldn't have meant anything to me. So 3/14/16, is when I started my channel, and it's 3,320 days to 4/15/25. So since we started with 4/13, it'd be 3,318 days to 413, inclusive. And 3318 happens to be to go out, to come out, to bring forth, or to depart. That's interesting. And bear with me 1 second. I should have paused it to do this. My goodness. I'm just interested to see where the first time it's used. Genesis 1:12. Then 1:24. Okay, so, but we're looking at 3320. That's what he led to. To 415 was 3320. So, blood moon, 2014. Happened to be, okay, we already said it was on Passover. And we're looking at 413 Passover, their calendar, and then 415 Resurrection Day, their calendar. Not to dismiss that stuff on his calendar. In fact, tomorrow is Resurrection Day on Father's calendar, or today, if you're in Jerusalem. Okay, hope I'm not confusing you. Blood moon tetrad. So first blood moon was on 415 in 2014 on Passover. And during that blood moon, the moon was at Spica in Virgo, having been birthed-ish at the beginning of the eclipse. I thought that was interesting. Magnitude 1.29. Well, that's 415 because it's first month, 29th day, Father's calendar, starting at the equinox. Next day, day 1. So it's a double pin on 415 and at Spica. 415 times 14 happens to be 840. Again, if you've been following along, that number should ring a bell because we look at, well, what's it pointing to if it's a sign? Well, 4 times 10 times 21, the day of declaration, is 840. As is 4 times 15 times 14. So, with that in mind, let's go into Habakkuk. And we're going to go to chapter 2. I'm going to read these 3 verses, and then we're going to break them down a bit. I will stand upon my watch, and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me, and said, write the vision, and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Pondered that a bunch, as I'm sure many of you have. It will tarry, but not tarry. What if that pertains to the day of declaration? That we didn't go right then, but went into a period of tarry that is about to come to completion. Well, I mean, that he would really have to mark that out for it to not be just a shot in the dark. Oh, he has. Absolutely amazing. So, excuse me. Sorry, guys. So, we're going to break it down. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon. Father does this a lot when he's emphasizing something. So he bookends something in the middle. And what's in the middle? And set me. So if this is all Father and he's told me, tell them yet 40 days and judgment will fall on this earth, and then told me to have us make declaration and call for the Lord on 4/9/4/10/21, then it would make sense that he would pin it and stamp it. And he has. There's the 3320, which would then be the period of tarry if we were to go on 4/15 or come back. So start a channel 3/14/16, 3,320 days to 4/15/25. And look at what it's bookended by. Upon. Just a little simple word. Well, it's used 5,781 times in 4,491 verses. This is 4:9 in 41.0, 4:10. In the Hebrew year 5781. It's exactly the day of declaration. Well, does he do it further? Yeah. And the Lord answered me. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say and what I shall answer. Here's what is number 4100. It's a double pin on 410. 410 is the 100th day of the year. So double pin 410, double pin 410, and what's in between it? He will say. That's that number 1696. Speak unto the rock, and it will give forth his water. Waters of Meribah, a flood of enemies coming, day of declaration, opening of the upper floodgate. 9 times 184, gematria of my full name, simple English, which is, by the way, 1656, the year of Noah's flood, because it's as in the days of Noah were, and that's the context of day of declaration and the judgment that's coming. So 9 times 184 plus the 40-day warning he had me give. And used in 1,049 verses. 10th day of the 4th month, 9th day. I mean, it's like 6 times it pins the day of declaration, and right in the midst of it is this little 3320. I find that wildly interesting. And what I shall answer when, and there's another pin, just like up here, I am reproved. So, this one other thing about this, and he will say, what he will say. Number one use is speak 840 times. There's 7 pins on Day of Declaration. So I think it's a pretty easy conclusion that began the tarry. Verse 2, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon charts, tables, tablets, board, slab, blank, that he may run that readeth it. Well, we start with upon again, that we just looked at. And then that he may run. Number 7323, which is 300 in 723. Number of subscribers right now, 7.23 thousand. No, it's 104 times. 10th day of the 4th month. Number one use is run 72 times. Israel's age on the 10th day of the 4th month, April 10th, 2021. Other is 32. That's the day of warning. So day of warning, Israel's age, day of declaration, who. It's quite amazing. And verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. But at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. For the vision is yet for an appointed time is number 4150. 415, full circle. Well, that's when that eclipse was, isn't it? 415, that blood moon tetrad. 4/15/2014. This is day of declaration. You know, Father had told me to go to Sutliff Bridge. It's in Lisbon, Iowa. And to make declaration. We did a live call, live thing. Sorry, I'm losing my thought here. So we've seen two things previously. Sutliff, Sutliff. As you add the letters across Simple English, it's 40, 32, 21. SU is 40, TL 32, IFF 21. 40-day warning on 3/2/21. And then the divine appointment. The coordinates at Sutliff Bridge, according to Wikipedia, is 4150. That's divine appointment, number 4150. And 415, full circle. What we haven't seen in the past that I think is really going to bless you, especially if you were a part of that, and hopefully even if you weren't, is the rest of the coordinates. It's so hard to show you guys stuff on my phone like this. I don't know if you can read that at all. It's Sutliff Bridge. There's the bridge. Oh. Come on. 4150/23 is the first coordinate. So if we were to look at that in Strong's, 4150 we know is divine appointment. Well, what about 5023? It's the word these. Before we go look at it, let me remind you, in case you don't know, what we did on that day. So on March 2nd, 2021, Father said, tell them, Yet 40 days and judgment will fall on this earth. 40 days later, ye had myself and those with me call for the Lord to come, and for Satan and his angels to be cast out of heaven. Devils to be cast out. He put the hook in Leviathan's jaw, threw down the cord, told us exactly when to pull it. Opening of the upper floodgate. Well, Strong's number 5023 is used one time. It's in Mark 16. In verse 17. So this is the coordinates of Sutliff Bridge. He took his two divine appointment for the divine appointment, and then in the coordinates 5023, these and these signs shall follow them that believe. They shall cast out devils. Glory to God in the highest. Glory to his Son, Jesus the Christ. And these signs shall follow them that believe. Number 4100. 410, which is the 100th day of the year. It's also 100 in 400. It's the 100 sheep in the cross. The Tav in Hebrew, the 22nd letter, is the cross. It's literally in ancient Hebrew the picture of a cross. Its value is 400. It's the 100 sheep in and through the cross, the accomplished work of our Lord Jesus Christ. And these signs shall follow them that believe in my name. They shall cast out devils. When you look in Blue Letter Bible at the breakdown, it has these back to back. Believed these. As far as this day count from the beginning of the channel, 3,320 days to 415 counted inclusively. 416, if you don't use that as day one. And 3,320 days is... Oh, nope. So then I also looked at 3/2/21, day of warning to 4/15/25. It's 1,505 days, full circle in 155, which is mantle. We looked at that a few videos ago. Absolutely amazing. 130,320,000 seconds. Well, that's one Father and 33:20. Before we close, I'd show you on my phone, but it's too hard for you to see it. On 415, you know, there is a star, Michael, Michel. It is at the feet of Aries, standing on the head of Cetus. And it's visible into, or sets at, on the horizon, 2104. on 4/15/25. So, well, 2104 is exactly the day of declaration. 21 for 2021 and 10th day of the 4th month. Cetus, Leviathan, Satan. Daniel is at the tip of the right hand of Taurus. And there was some other. Jupiter is in the horns of Taurus. There's a couple other cool things. One I'm going to look at just a sec. Oh, yeah, Paul. Oh, really? I don't know why it does that. Boy, that was a nice shot, too. Whole bunch of stuff lined up right across Taurus. Paul in the center of it at the heart of Taurus. And magnitude 18.04. Full circle in 184, but 1804 is to declare plainly. Lastly, I forgot to mention on Sutliff Bridge. We've looked at Sutliff, not bridge, because it hadn't taken on any meaning to my knowledge. Bridge is simple gematria 45. Well, that is 20 plus 25. It's also, could be, 4 years and 5 days, which is exactly 4/10/21 to 4/10/25. To 4/15/25. 4 years and 5 days. 4/10/21 to 4/15/25. I love you guys. Hope you're blessed. See you soon.